Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Battlestar Galactica. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 7 of Battlestar Galactica, and the paranoia rages on. Even after watching the last episode, I'm still I don't know what to believe. I feel like that's the fun of the show. Fun. But the paranoia is so heavy because while we know what was going on between Boomer and Chief, we don't know if Boomer actively left the hatch open. If Sosinus actually was in on it and he is a Cylon, I don't know. If Hadrian is a Cylon and she allowed them that Doral to get the bomb out because she's the master of arms. It's just I don't know. They could all be working together. They could all just be victims of circumstance. They could all just be, I don't know if they're all Cylons. That would be something, wouldn't it? And then, of course, we saw Starbuck, she had a very small moment in the episode, but it was big at the same time. Because when Gaius goes to visit Starbuck in the hospital, she's just like, wow, C-Deck, that's where your project's taking place. You think they're trying to stop you from creating a Cylon detector? And he's just like, twitch, 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 He goes from smooth to Gaius. and Six is just like, yeah, of course, you're just collateral damage or whatever. And the thing is that I don't know if Six is telling him the truth. I don't know if it's a figment of his imagination that he's even talking to Six, if there's a chip in his head, if he's lost his noodle, if he's been taken over, I don't know. So I don't even know to trust that. But what I love is the interactions that we get with Six when she's actually not present and other people see Gaius talking to himself and kissy face in the air and all of those. I love those moments, but it kind of makes you forget that she may not be real in his head either. He might be broken. Or she might have, a little communication path to him. I'm not quite sure. So there's just so many things that were happening in that last episode that you kind of almost look over, because Edward James Olmos and his performance is so phenomenal. And in him talking to Chief and having even the moment with Colonel Ty, and him just being now I owe you one. And those moments of earnesty, is that a word? The moments of being earnest. But then also when he is trying to kind of let Chief off by not berating him. And then when the Chief says, you can't do that. And he's like, listen here, bud, and he gives that performance of the only reason why you were not in the brig is because I need you. That's the only reason. Yeah, intense. So intense. I love those performances. And then, all the Cylon stuff happening behind the scenes. And of course, Chief and Boomer breaking up, which I feel was a long time coming. It was never going to go anywhere. Even though that they're in space and they need to repopulate, there's still things called rank. And those things are really important in wartime, but also when you're trying to recreate a civilization. You need to have an order, I think, personally. But I definitely think that it needed to happen, and Boomer was not happy about it. And I understand that being broken up with is not fun. And but she knew better. She knows better. She knows better. He is beneath her when it comes to rank, so she knows better. So she can't really be upset or surprised. She just kind of has to deal with it. And Chief admitted that he loves her, but not at the cost of his crew. And so Sinus is now in the brig. I don't know if we ever see him again, unless he's a Cylon, and then we'll see a lot of him. He's number 4 or whatever. I don't know the numbers. But yeah, it was a long time coming. It needed to happen. But I do feel that's going to create a weird environment with Boomer and Chief. on the deck, and then what is his name? Crashdown. I always want to call him Sam because it's Sam Witwer, but like, that might create kind of a weird dynamic as well, because Crashdown very much comes to her aid and is just like, wait a second, and like, I outrank you, and like, I loved that moment, and it was a very small moment from him, but like, I feel like he's very protective of Boomer as well. Now we have Sharon and Hilo on Caprica, and I don't know what those Cylons are doing with Hilo and Sharon, if it is to lead to survivors. That's the only thing that I can really come up with, is like to get to more survivors. Because like, now that we know that Sharon knows that she's a Cylon, that we know that like she was like kind of leading Hilo to like the bunker, and now she's probably like putting ideas in his head of where to go, like, and I don't know what the end game is for that, but I would really like for Hilo maybe to realize something even so annoying that he doesn't see the other Cylons. Like, they're up here, they're down here, he's got zero periphery. It's ridiculous. I don't know what happens when you find humans on Caprica. Like, I don't think that they escape. I think they get toyed with. I think they get like experimented on. Like, let's see what happens when we do this. Let's introduce this chaos. And like, they're just playthings at that point, because, Doral definitely does not respect humans, and Six finds them fascinating. But at the same time, like, she snapped the baby's neck. Apparently, people said, like, because he was going to die anyway. But like there's something about Six that is a little different than the rest of the Cylons, and I think she is very curious about humans and the human experience. So as usual, I have no idea where the next episode takes us. Had you told me at the beginning of Litmus that we were going to have Doral and there was going to be a bombing, I would have been like, there's no way. The episode before, the comm drone killing a bunch of people, couldn't have guessed that was going to happen either. So I never know which way these episodes are going. If it's going to be, heavy space battle, if it's going to be like paranoia based, if it's going to be relationship, growth, and we see character building. I mean, we see character building every episode, but definitely like there's some that are bigger than others. I am here for any of it and all of it. You put it all in there or just have one big chunk of something. I am a happy camper, loving this show. And of course, as usual, the more Edward James Olmos we get, the happier I am, because he is perfect in every way. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Oh, wow, there's a shot of the fleet. At first, I didn't know what I was looking at.
I don't see the hand of God in here.
I'm sure I can find evidence of his divine hand in some of these delightful little samples.
I wouldn't pick at her like that.
The Church of the Mystic Cylon Detector.
Well, are you finished? He has a plan for us.
How do you know it's a he?
Yeah.
There is only one true God.
And he's a man.
That Cylons are, in the final analysis, little more than toasters.
Toasters.
It's my fantasy. See if I care.
He does like to listen to himself talk, though.
Brunette,
maybe. Switch it up.
Maybe we can dispense with forfeit. Get right down to...
What did you say?
Whoa. Whoa.
The commander would like to see you in the CIC, Doctor.
He gets himself in a mess all the time.
Miss Godfrey
Why
has
is she
brought
wearing a
some
different
very
outfit?
disturbing accusations to my attention. I think you should have the chance to answer them.
she is...
She's standing right there.
I'm right here.
Yeah,
Doctor, this is Miss Godfrey.
Yeah, they can see her.
You can all see her.
She's standing right next to you.
You sound like a crazy person.
Something wrong.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yes.
Don't touch me, you traitor.
She's talking to me. You talking to me?
You
You're the
talking to
one who
me?
let the Cylons into the defense mainframe. You betrayed your entire race.
Oh,
You're the man
Six is-
responsible for the Holocaust, and I'm here to see that you're exposed and sentenced to death as the traitor you really are.
She threw him under the bus! Yeah, you see those eyes? That's intense. Ah. I like watching the intro, but I know that the drums are coming up. Oh, I love watching Gaius squirm, but even more so at the hands of Six that everyone can see. It's fantastic. But yeah, if you guys want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it'll be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. And I'm still in the intro. I'm not even at the drums yet, so I have to wait for Grace's name to pop up. There's Grace's name. A lot of people said that this isn't spoilers. 100% get it. But to me, if I see an image, I will be looking for that image the rest of the episode, so I don't want to be exposed to it. I know it's not spoilers, but it feels spoilery.
On the disc is a photo. It was captured from the security camera in the defense mainframe on Caprica.
Oh, no.
It shows the doctor entering the mainframe without permission the day before the attack. There's a reflection of the man's face.
You can't tell.
Uh-uh.
We're gonna suspend all work on the Cylon detector.
What?
As well as your security privileges.
She comes from out of nowhere and they believe her immediately. That's something.
Red ligament with blue veins on the right side coming out of a
Not the one
sac
that fires,
of
please.
dewy fluid.
This whole thing is a bunch of veins and ligaments and sacks of goo.
Squeeze the ligament with your hand while you slide your weight on your...
Stupid Starbuck. I love this.
Gee.
So gross.
Yes, sir. I'm getting there, sir.
No, you're
I
not.
haven't quite figured out all the tricks, but I'm getting there.
So gooey.
Come on, Starbuck, you can do it.
She's gonna be fine.
Ah, that's smarts.
Will you put the cigarette out, please, Doc?
Can she do it, or will she fall on her ass?
I swear to the gods, I'm gonna beat the crap out of both of you as soon as we get better.
I believe her.
You have been put on a no-fly list. Security.
Madam President, I need to get away from this Shelley Godfrey woman in particular. She's got it in for me. I have reason to believe
She's a Cylon.
that she may be a Cylon.
He's got to finish
Madam
that detector.
Madam President.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Oh, no.
I could give you a shot, but you wouldn't like the side effects.
Side effects.
Do it.
What are the side effects, though? You don't know willy-nilly. You got to know the side effects.
You're not going to be able to hide what you're going through. It's not that kind of a shot.
Oh, turn around.
Why did he give it to you?
We were friends.
Friends?
Yep. Friends.
I loved him. I loved him very much.
Ugh. If she tries to kiss the commander, I'm going to flip my desk.
I feel so alone now. Times when I just want so much to be held again.
Don't
You
fall
understand,
for this.
don't you?
No! No! I'm gonna flip my desk! Ugh. All of them. Every man in sight.
Do not, under any circumstances, allow Shelley Godfrey to leave this ship. Put her under surveillance, discreetly. I want to know everybody she's talked to and everywhere she's been.
I'll accept it. He let her make a move because it seems suspicious. But she doesn't have to make out with everybody. Just saying. 24 days on Caprica, so it's only been 24 days. Wow. Oh, bad bathroom etiquette. You gotta move over.
Lieutenant. Is that you? So, how you doing?
I'm sorry. This shot is amazing.
You're busy. Yes, I know. I don't mean to distract you. Please don't let me interrupt you.
God.
You still there?
How is Gaius Baltar becoming one of my favorite characters on the show?
Awkward time. So how's it going over there?
How do you think it's
In the
going?
lab.
Oh.
It would just be you and me. Just you and me.
You look so incredibly guilty right now, Gaius. Shut the hell
My
up.
reputation is at stake. So is mine, Doctor. I really could. Someone's coming.
So awkward.
You forgot to wash your
He
hands.
did. Is 6 in there? Those heels look a little too modest for her. It's not her!
I want on.
Oh, it is.
Struck a nerve, have I? Which I find rather impossible to believe. You think this is over? No more Mr. Nice Guys!
Wow. Uh-huh.
Women.
It would have been hilarious if it wasn't her, but the fact that it was her and she's still not recognizing him is great.
I've been over it and over it and over it and over it and nothing.
Go get Starbuck and roll her in.
I have no idea how Starbuck got this thing to move.
It's probably a Cylon itself.
That's what I was wondering.
Maybe they genetically designed it to perform a task.
Please, Chief, realize how weird this is. Please?
I have to treat it like a pet.
Yeah, that's weird, boy.
At least that's my guess.
You're practically making out with the ship, and you think that, like, that's not weird? Come on, Chief.
Well, I figured you wouldn't bounce back so fast.
Is there something you wanted, or did you just drop by to torment me, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, in his own way.
All I know is that every day you spend in that bed is another day that I have my opinion of you confirmed. As you were.
1000% reverse psychology. Thank you, Colonel Ty.
Where are you?
I wonder if he could actually make the Cylon detector and, like, detect her.
All I need is a tissue sample from this woman for analysis.
I mean, he just made out with her. Maybe it's still on his lips. I guess it wasn't a makeout. He accepted a kiss.
I love you. There, I've said it.
That's not what she wants. Nope. You have to accept her god. I guess the god. I mean, if he's telling the truth and he didn't plant that bomb, then that picture will come back of him, like, not being there. Unless Gate is a Cylon. I don't know. Everyone's a Cylon. Was it him? I couldn't tell.
Fire, all hands. Get a fire, let's go.
So he pulled that. What is he gonna go do? Mess with the photo? Change it to Doral's face with long hair? This man is too smart. Yeah. What are you doing? He's panicking. What are you doing? It's the only thing standing up.
Let it down! Let it down! Alright, move in.
Yeah, when you have it right there and then him right there, yeah, it looks... Oh, I did not think that was gonna happen. Oh, he mad. He big mad.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, your new boyfriend's a bit of a jerk, sir.
It's a girl.
Well, if you don't mind her goo on your face, she's
It's all yours, sir.
Well, that is interesting. That's so gross in the earbuds, too. Very slimy.
This is stupid.
It is. It is stupid, yep.
Take her for a ride.
Ride it.
Treat it like a horse.
Okay. Why not a goat? I mean, that's good, right? Come on, boy. Giddy up. Come on. Oh,
she got that magic touch.
Chief?
Don't shoot anything.
First rule.
You are here to free me, right?
No.
To bring this travesty to a close because you know I'm innocent.
Oh, she doesn't know that.
Why you did it.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Is he a Cylon? Are there two of him?
Why would she do that?
Because she's a Cylon.
She's a Cylon.
That's that paranoia we were worried about.
If anyone can be a Cylon, then we only have one thing left to trust. Our instincts, our feelings. I believe you were involved in the attack. I feel it.
You'll forgive me, Madam President, if I don't wish to be executed based solely on your gut feeling.
I agree with that, though.
May the gods have mercy on your soul.
Wow, I did not expect this. I say that every episode. I don't expect it to go this way, and Gaius behind bars?
I respected him. Your feelings, his, but I would have given anything to be him. You feel the way you feel, and I have to respect that.
She's a Cylon. She can't resist. She got to get it in. Romantic thunderstorm, nuclear rain. You know how it goes. Oh, wow.
It's not true.
It is true. Oh, boy. I did not expect Boomer or Sharon and Hilo to get it on. I don't know why. They're Cylons. They want to hump everybody, apparently.
I know we haven't spoken before,
Here we go.
and I don't wish to offend. I will devote the rest of what is left of my wretched life
to
doing good.
Oh. Well, I don't think that that's what the Cylons want, but
I haven't even had a trial yet. No!
it's
no,
not why
wait,
he's
it's a
here.
lie! It's a lie!
Doctor, it's all right.
It's a lie!
The photograph was a fake.
What? Well, of course it was a fake. I'd never wear a shirt like that.
Jesus. A hug. Oh.
I just knew that you could
You're
never have anything to do with
Skata.
that attack. I mean, I'm not that kind of man.
Well, not intentionally.
I gave you an order. I had two Marines tailing her. They say they went around the corner and she was gone. Have them check again.
Every ship?
Every ship, including this one.
Yeah, you got manipulated by a Cylon.
It gives me great pleasure to recognize you once again among us.
I hope she still follows her gut feeling, though.
You're even more popular and powerful than ever before.
Mm.
You've had your trial by fire, so now they truly believe in you. Hard for anyone to accuse you of treason again.
I don't know. I hope the president still keeps an eye on him.
Oh, was there ever a woman really called Shelley Godfrey? Was she ever really here?
Is she able to infiltrate other people's minds? Oh my god. He's so pathetic. A really cool zoom out. What the frack is going on? Shan't be doing that anymore. Okay, so I actually really liked that episode because it was very Gaius heavy, and like it's not like I'm like, oh yay, a Gaius episode, but I'm never sad when I see him and Six on the screen or him being like suave Gaius and I'm being manipulated by a Cylon Gaius. Again, I don't know what's real. I don't know if she had everybody like thinking that Shelley Godfrey was a real person and she's like in their heads. Like, is she able to do that? That is diabolical. I was very not happy about her manipulating the commander, and like he immediately was just like, have her tailed, do not let her leave the ship. So I do like that he wasn't kind of, it's almost like he wanted it to play out so he could see where it would go. And if she would take it to that length. I'm telling it's I definitely don't want to sit here and complain about anything because I think it's such a great show, but like the fact that like Boomer and Six are just like they're just so overly sexual, and I don't mind like sexuality, but like I feel like I don't know, like they're a lot smarter than they like want them to be in the show, and I wish that they like had more ingenuity happening rather than, you know, really leaning into feminine wiles to manipulate these people. I don't know, I just it sometimes it really does bother me when I watch it, and I know that that's like my whole, like I get sick of women always being in that role and playing that role, and yes, while I do appreciate Cheekbones and Cheekbones #2, and I adore the Chief and everything like that, like they show them being capable people as well. You know, I really like the way that they have Starbuck portrayed because, you know, while she has that sexuality to her and she like has like, you know, especially between her and Gaius, sometimes there is like some tension. She's also very capable and like she actually relies more on her smarts than she does, you know, the feminine wiles, you know, so sometimes it does bother me when it's very much like, here we go again, just manipulate them with sex. But I'm glad that the commander saw through it. I'm glad that he wanted her watched. And I was like really surprised that it kept going where Gaius was like, oh my God, like not only like is she like really leaning into the fact that like, you know, this treason happened, but like they're kind of believing it. And then, you know, the picture, and even after Gata said that he ran everything through security and that it wasn't apparent until the like everything was like super sharpened. That's sus. That is so sus. Gata's on my list of possible Cylons, along with everybody else on the ship. But yeah, I was definitely like, well, that's interesting. Yeah. But then it's like obvious that like Boomer, who are we calling Boomer? Who are we calling Sharon? Okay, it's obvious that Boomer, when she's talking to the Chief, and like she's touching the Cylon ship, like she's like very much caressing the Raider as though it is a live thing, a live being, and she said you have to treat it kind of like a pet. And then, you know, of course, Starbucks saying like, giddy up and like, why not a goat? Why does it have to be a horse? You know, but like the Chief like was really like, what's going on up there? You know, and I'm hoping the facade starts falling to where he very much is suspecting her. And I don't know if he went and wrote Cylon on her mirror or if that was Six or any of the other Cylon sleeper agents that are roaming about Galactica. But definitely, you know, I feel like how could you not be onto her after that moment? Like, just like really seeing her like making love to this ship. Like, you know, she's caressing a man, she's caressing a ship. It's weird. But I don't know if he picked up on that or if he was just like, oh, they gave me an idea. Treat it like a pet. Like, I don't know. We have to watch it play out a little bit more. But definitely Starbuck, finally getting out of the bed. And I love that it took, I love that it took Colonel Ty to get her out of bed. She's like, you think that reverse psychology thing's going to work on me? And he's just like, I don't really care. It just confirms everything that I think about you. Whatever. Like, she's so easily like manipulated by like somebody that like, I'm sure she looks at him and feels, all of her insecurities when she's, like they're too much the same. And that bothers her. And she doesn't want to be bested by somebody that she doesn't like because that's the things that she doesn't like about herself. And I love that it got her out of bed and got her ass moving. And I also love too that Chief calls the raider her new boyfriend, and she's like, I think it's a girl. Now, of course, leaning into the gods thing, like, of course, I'm always going to like kind of roll my eyes about that because, a Cylon being created, obviously it wasn't by a god, it was by humans that created the Cylons and like built these Cylons, and then they had evolved over time. So like, I mean, it just kind of grinds my gears a little bit that something artificial very much wants to believe in an almighty creator. Okay. Like I don't yuck anyone's yum, and I'm not telling anyone that their religion is stupid. Like I would never do that. Like your faith is your faith. But like she very much is like, if you don't believe this guy is, I'm going to make you suffer. And that's where I'm like, hey, stop it. And him like just being like making fun of it and whatever. Like, you don't have to go to that length. You don't have to like push your opinion about somebody else's religion onto them. Like they can have their own thing. They can think it, they can feel it, keep it to yourself. And whatever you're thinking and feeling about that, keep it to yourself. Like you don't like have to yuck anyone's yum. So like I'm always the first person to say like, when it comes to freedom of religion, I feel like you should be able to believe and feel whatever you want. Just don't bother me with it. Like if your gods are making a law, do not push that onto me. Keep it to yourself. But yeah, I definitely, I was like, he's going to have to repent. He's going to have to ask for the gods. And it's just another way for Six to manipulate him. It's just another way for her to gain control over him and have power over him. And it worked. It worked. Now, with the president one having an issue with her cancer and taking too much of the medication and that affecting her, and then I don't want people to start doubting her because she had this medical scare, but I don't know, is there a vice president that's serving under her that like if she falls ill, like somebody is in charge? Like do we have somebody that's in the next line of succession behind her? Because I don't think they've ever mentioned a vice president or somebody that would be next in line of succession. So I feel like we need to figure that out. But her saying that she has a gut feeling about Gaius, I hope that gut feeling does not go away. Just because like this little bit of vindication was pushed through. Like your gut normally tells you what you need to know and how to feel because you can tell something's off. And regardless of this picture, I feel like that should make everything feel even more off. And that the person that was accusing him all of a sudden disappears. That should make it feel even more off. Like how do they know that Gaius didn't like find her and put her in an incinerator? Like has anyone seen her since he was, jailed? Like I don't know, but like it just to me is like it's a little too convenient that she disappeared all of a sudden. Oh yeah, well, now we found out that it was a fake after all of the stuff that we had already, ran through the program. Like it still came back as a fake. Okay. Sus. It's sus. It's sus. And if I'm the president, I'm going, no, I'm still trusting my gut. Sus. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. You can see them before they are on the YouTubes. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. First of all, y'all love when Gaius is on the screen. I know you do. And I don't like him because he's not that I don't like him. In real life, I would be like, I like weird, but not that type of weird. That's off. Something ain't right about this dude. But entertainment-wise, he is delightful. He is so delightful. And a lot of people have nicknames for him in the comments, and I don't see all of them, of course, because a lot of comments get erased because of spoilers and whatnot. But yeah, like where were you guys at with Gaius when you're watching this? Because I've heard from the original series that he was different than this Gaius, and I would say that I like the way this one is being played, because I don't know any better off of the previous one. But I'm enjoying this performance. I'm enjoying this character, and I'm kind of enjoying where the story is like all over the place. Couldn't guess that this one would be about like repenting to a god, that he would be on trial for treason, that Six would be the one that did it, and that everyone could see Six. And I don't know how that's possible. Because now I'm worried that the commander can be manipulated. Like if she can just pop in and out of existence in people's minds, like I'm now worried about the commander and the moment that he spent with her. If that's something that happens again in the future, worried, afraid, I don't like it. But yeah, Gaius is, I like every time I don't know if I'm going to laugh, if I'm going to worry about him, if I'm going to be like, oh God, like, you opened up a door and was like talking about like, oh God, what did he say when Dee opened the door? But whatever it was, is she was just kind of like, what did you just say to me? And I totally thought when he like kicked in the bathroom door that it was going to be like somebody, because I was like, those shoes are too sensible for Six. It was Shelley, it wasn't Six. Oh boy. It's funny that I think Shelley has 6 letters in her name. I don't know, I'm like trying to like make a connection. I already forgot what her last name was, but Shelley has 6 letters. I was like, interesting that they picked that name. My gears are just turning. Like I'm literally having a moment where I'm like, no, get back to it. But guys, I am loving this series. It's only 7 episodes in, and it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal work. People have said like quality drops off at some point, and I don't know how you top this anyways, because it's top notch, top tier. It's fantastic. This show is amazing. So guys, that being said, I'm so excited to watch the next episode, because again, I have no idea where it's going, and I love that about this show. It is beautiful. All right, guys, I'll see ya.